Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome if you are new to the channel. Welcome back if you love me. I love you too. We're here for the same reason why we're always here. Spirit guided me to a reading. So we're going to see what kind of energy comes through. For those of you who are fresh spanking new to the channel, you will get to meet Pineapple Charming tonight. All right. Pineapple Charming is, well, quite literally a pineapple filled with charms. And it's to help you discern, right? Sometimes we don't know if readings are for us or not. And so the charms are to help you get an idea of what the reading may be about or who it may be pertaining to, or give you clues that obviously resonate with you so that you know to pay attention, right? Hey Rita, how you doing? To make sure that you are clear, right, when you're getting the message, because sometimes, people resonate, they know if they're drawn to a message, it makes sense for them, it's super easy for them, and they know to take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Other people need a little bit of a spiritual bitch slap, or the flash emergency lights from spirit saying, hey, you really, really need to pay attention to this message. So I'm going to start with some pineapple charms, and then I'm going to get into some tarot and an oracle message. All right, so I have given Pineapple Charming a darn good shake off camera, so let's see. I will have timestamps in the comments after if I feel like this ends up needing them. But let's see what kind of charms come out here. Oh, I feel like there's more in here. Only a couple more in here. Okay, so we've got quite a few though. Put Pineapple Charming right over here. Get my pin board out. All right. So let's see. Right off the bat, we've got our RN charm. Okay. We've also got the UK. Ooh, I just stuck myself with the pin. I might need an RN. We got the UK there. We've also got Canada. We've also got a blue skateboard. Synchronicity for some of you, which is what all these charms are, to be completely fair. They're all synchronicities. We've also got, this was actually one of my necklaces that I was guided to literally disassemble and put inside Pineapple Charming. So this is my 4-leaf clover. And it says wish. So if you were asking for signs or 4-leaf clovers are your thing, maybe you've got that luck of the Irish. Might be for you. I've also got sign language for I love you. Okay. Because literally, if you don't know sign language, this is I, this is L, and this is Y. So when you put them together, you get I love you. ILY. Now you know if you didn't know. We also have the black cat. We have some cherries. We've got an anchor, which, to be fair, I mean, yes, it can remind you of the Navy. It also always reminds me of the Marine Corps because of their logo, right? Let's see. We've also got the Phoenix. A little Phoenix charm. We have the whale. Some of these charms are super hard to get on this pegboard. I gotta figure out an easy way to get them because the whale is so cute. I've got, this is a brand new charm I just put in Pineapple Charming. And it's the tooth. I have one more charm, then I got some beads and a card. I've also got a hammer. So carpentry, woodworking, anything that involves hammers, right? Tools. Especially if whoever this pertains to works with them on a regular or you just so happen to be using one recently. Let's see. The card, I've got the Two of Hearts, which its corresponding tarot card is the Two of Cups. Okay. And then I have signs. I have Aquarius, Libra, Virgo, and Cancer. Ooh. Libra's trying to get away. All right, those are the charms right there. Those sign beads. And then letters, I've got a pink D. I've got a blue H and a white E. Okay, now pink and blue, if you want to get super specific, are male, female, and then black and white, I have masculine, feminine, right? Yang and yin. But you could take them however they resonate, right? Like DE could be Delaware. Take it how it makes sense for you. Okay, they could be initials, they could be the abbreviations of a country that you live in. So take them as they resonate. We got DHE as letters. All right. Let's see. That is Pineapple Charming. Thank you, Pineapple Charming. Love you, appreciate you. And shout out to Natasha from Dreamer Apothecary because I love her shit. I have her linked. I have her linked in all of my video descriptions because she makes some incredibly awesome stuff. Before I go live, I literally use her Temple Mist almost every fucking time now that I've smelled it. It's over. I wear it every time now. I love it. You can see it's almost gone. It's fucking sad. I need to get more. I need to get more. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with her and her stuff. So shout out to you, Steph. I love you. Dreamer Apothecary. It's her mug because I got one of her Yule boxes last year. So came with one of her mugs. And lunar tea and all kinds of wonderful stuff. So keep an eye out for Stephanie. Now, reading. I was drawn to the Animal Spirit cards by Kim Kranz, as well as the Tarot of the Abyss and Rumi. I haven't pulled my Rumi Oracle in a hot minute. So we got some Rumi coming. If you haven't seen it yet, please be well aware of the memo. All right. Are we going to do that too? I think we're also going to pull some Kipper because I feel like there's a lot of different energies going on and whatever needs to come through is gonna. So sit back, enjoy. Let's get this cardie started. That was so corny. I'm sorry. I'll never say it again, I promise. All right. What's the first energy coming out here, please, Spirit? Because I feel like this is first energy. Ooh. We've got message. All right. What about it, though? Toil and labor. Gift and privileged lady. Okay. 7s, 3s, and 1s might be a synchronicity. Okay, numbers wise. Because I've got 7, 38, which is 11, 17, and 12. 12 breaks down to a 3. 8 might also be 1 because 17 breaks down to an 8 as well. So 7, 3, 8, and 1 could be number patterns coming up for you. We also have thoughts on the bottom. 16 breaks down to a 7 and main male on top. That's number 1. Okay. Masculine energy. Let's see. I'm also feeling like the animal spirit cards are going to go with each of these. I will take a picture of this spread and make it the thumbnail so you guys can kind of get a flash of the cards. Let's see. Spirit, what do you want us to know about the energy surrounding the message? One more shuffle. What do you want us to know about the energy surrounding the message? We've got turtle. What do you want us to know about toil and labor with gift? The otter. That's so weird. All of my cards are upright. Both of those flipped out in reverse. All my cards are upright. Clarify privileged lady, please. What energy is coming out with privileged lady? Though I don't read these animals. Typically, I don't read them in reverse. We're going to see how that goes. Came out with dragon and cobra. Privileged lady came out with dragon and cobra. That might even be because they're both Chinese zodiac animals, right? Snake and dragon might be significant. We've got fox on the bottom and elephant on top. Let's see if it'll, there we go. All right. Just looking at these overall cards, right? I think someone with strong masculine energy or who identifies as male, okay, is seriously thinking about a feminine energy. A message may have been really slow coming in, okay? Possibly because this person is really guarded because they don't forget, or they know you don't forget, some kind of sneaky behavior, right? Foxes are known to be sly, cunning, really intelligent, sneaky, right? That's the kind of vibe that fox can give off. They also are very prized animals, right? If you think about fox fur and how big it was. Hey, Meta. Before, you know, I mean, people used to go on hunts, right, for foxtails and all kinds of stuff with foxes. So this person, this main male energy, right, may have stronger significant fire placements or stronger significant earth placements. Even stronger significant Geminian placements or energy in general, right? Air energy in general, because we did have Libra and Aquarius come out in the pineapple charms. You could also say this is very Virgo, because the fox is clever, right? And Virgo is ruled by Mercury, which is a very mentally acute, detailed sign. It's an earth sign. So I feel like with this person, they may have been sitting on a letter, all right, or sitting on an idea, something they want to say, right? Just sitting on it. And like I said, it's because they're guarded. Possibly because of some cunning or clever, sneaky type of behavior that they have. Spirit said, like they think really highly of themselves, but they overrate themselves. Because Spirit saying they're overrated, but it's they believe they're more valuable than they are. And they've been sitting on a letter or sitting on some kind of communication, but they've been thinking heavily about it. So, if you already have a feeling about who this is and you've already been psychically or intuitively picking up on this person, connecting with your energy, like maybe they're popping into your psyche and you haven't been thinking about them. You don't give two fucks to think about them, right? You don't actually feel anything when they pop into your thoughts, and yet they're still there. And it's almost like you're wondering, like, why the fuck am I even thinking about this person? Like, I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like, you might actually be in that mindset and have them come into your psyche and cross your thoughts. And you're like, why? And it's because this person might actually be thinking really heavily on you or about you. Now, especially because the turtle was in the reverse, this might be someone coming out of their shell, right, with the message. If it was really slow moving forward, that may be coming through soon. That may be coming through soon. Now, this other energy that we have here, we have toil and labor with otter and gift. All right, we have these three energies together. And you can see toil and labor, they're working on the loom. There's this gift here and the otter. Now, the otter is a very social animal. They're typically connected with community, family, friendship circles, very social, very playful, very put a smile on your face type animals. They're super cute. So you may embody these qualities. This may be specific to you, especially if you've been working really hard on the mundane level of things, right? Day in, day out, clocking in, clocking out, right? Doing the work. And or something is going on in the workplace socially that is a big gift for you, whether you realize it or not. Something's being spun, right? Being drawn to the fact that it's a huge loom. Weaving, right? Whenever we talk about weaving the threads of something, we also weave tales, right? If you think about symbolism with the word and things that it could represent, we don't just weave things on a loom fabric wise. We can weave stories and weave tales. And so I feel like Spirit's cooking something up, okay, with the gift card, especially because underneath of thoughts, there's sudden wealth. which is the 11, and family room, which is 21. That's also breaking down to a 3. So we've got lots of 1s, 7s, 3s, and 8s here. Something's definitely coming in. And because we had the black cat charm, I'm also being drawn to the fact that there is legit a cat inside this workplace. Like, what are the odds that there's a little cat right there staring up at the loom? You may have cat spirit energy around you, or you may have a cat that has passed away that you know is like one of your little fur baby guardian angels, which I feel is like super sweet, but I'm definitely picking up on that as well. So that's someone's energy. And then we have this privileged lady with the dragon and the snake. So this could be 2 people, right? A cobra and a dragon, who are in this privileged feminine energy. Okay, don't get hung up on the gender. It's privileged energy, right? I'm privileged about what they feel they deserve to receive, right? So this, I'm getting really strong entitlement, right? Whoever this energy is, for some of you, it's going to be more, I feel like it's more than one person. All right. Or it's going to be a specific person, depending on who you are and what your situation is. You're an RN and you have a cat. That's so fucking cool. That's so cool. So yeah. I feel like this is 2 different people. So for some of you, both people are going to resonate, whether they're the snake or the dragon. And for some of you, it's going to make sense to you as one person with both these animal qualities, because the cobra, we talk about snake medicine, the poison's brutal, right? When we think about snakes, we think about poison, we think about constriction, right? Depending on what kind of snake it is, whether it's a venomous one or a non-venomous one, right? Some snakes are not poisonous, but they're constrictors. So I feel like whoever the snake person is, I'm going to hold it like this. I feel like whoever the snake person is, they put a whole lot of limitation on others, right? Whether it's you or other people in their world, someone who feels entitled, and it might really restrict your ability to receive your divine privileges, right? Or your energetic alignment. It's like someone, I'll give a good example, and I don't say it in a mean or nasty way to anybody. So, don't take it like that. Oh, you have a cat at work that you feed? I fucking love it. So I'm gonna give an example, right? And like I said, I don't say this in a mean way, but it's, let's just say you were previously in a relationship with someone, or are presently, right? And there are children involved in the relationship, and maybe you guys have energetically outgrown each other, right? Maybe you've outgrown the vibe. Maybe one of you is elevated. Maybe one of you is stagnated. Maybe one of you has completely dropped off in energy and has gone down the dark hole, but the energy is no longer in sync, right? You no longer actually feel the desire, need, want to be in each other's presence at all, right? No reason to want to talk to each other, no desire to talk to each other, but maybe you have to continue talking to each other, or, interacting with each other at the very least because of kids. Maybe you have shared kids together. Maybe there's shared finances, right? We're talking about privilege, right? Which indicates some kind of wealth or money. So you may be obligated to pay child support, right? and you know that this person is taking advantage of the fact, and it is what it is, right? It is what it is. And it's just, you know, you can't not support your children. Why would you not support your children, right? As a parent, you love your kids. And if you love your kids, you're going to support your kids regardless and despite of the other co-parent. But it might seriously make life more difficult to have to do that, you know, because you're maintaining a certain lifestyle for your children, but you also have to maintain your own life and your own home, right? And so the constriction, the financial constriction of the situation, right? The fact that you don't actually feel connected to someone, but are still intimately tied with them in some way. That is an example, right? It could be a whole bunch of other things, right? Maybe you work at a job, maybe you're contracted with your job, but you no longer resonate with the people that you work with. You no longer resonate with your boss. You no longer resonate with the other people there, but you're contracted to stay and you can't actually break contract, right? So, you know, you're restricted. You have to stay at that job. You're bound by contract. The penalty of breaking said contract would not be good, right? It would not be smart to break the contract. And so you're kind of stuck in this situation, restricted in the situation, right? The snake energy. Now, the dragon is someone wise, intelligent, right? It's very similar to the fox. And can also be considered greedy, right? We know that dragons have what is called a hoard. We don't talk about the dragon's treasure, which is what it is. We call it a hoard, which implies massive wealth and greed, right? A lot of. You don't have a hoard that can fit in a bowl, right? A hoard is, you think of hoarders, it's a whole house filled with stuff, right? It's not just one little cabinet that everything's been shoved in, right? When we talk about the word hoard, we think of an amassed energy. So this person or these people, whoever they are, these two could be locked in a bubble with each other, to be completely fair. They could both feel entitled. They could both restrict each other in different ways. They could both be super cunning and playing games with each other. It could be extremely toxic. All right. This energy here can be extremely toxic. So be aware of that, because I feel like this energy it's the third energy in the reading, right? It came out message and turtle as one energy, came out toil and labor, gift, and otter as a second energy, and then it came out dragon, snake, and privileged lady as a third energy. Yeah. Oh, Rita. Oh, shit. All right, so let's let's get some information, okay, as to how this all ties together. Okay, let's get the tarot out here. Let's see how this all ties together. Because I feel like the messages are like the three different parts are very separate, but yet they're all in the same reading. So there's got to be some kind of connecting factor between them. What is going on? Spirit, please. Now, I will say this. These two energies here are water. Okay, the downward pointing triangles. These are water. And so I feel like those two energies in some which way, shape, or form are genuinely connected. So this person may be the one receiving some kind of message. This one over here, the elements associated with the animals are fire, the upwards pointing triangle, and ether. Okay. Which honest to God, I'm just pulling black holes. So someone may have really strong galactic center placements, right? Especially because the fire comes out with it. I don't know if you would even know this person's birth chart or not, but it feels like the galactic center to me. So it would be somewhere between like 25 degrees Sagittarius and 0 degrees Capricorn. All right, it's typically the range of the galactic center. It's at 26 to 27 degrees Sag. So, but it definitely has a fucking orb. So this person may have serious black hole energy, literally in their fucking chart, or they embody black hole. Okay. Hey, Trish, how you doing? They may embody black hole energy. Okay. This is someone who just sucks up the light of other people, takes advantage of the light of other people, utilizes it and uses that light, and doesn't really give any back, right? Black holes don't release light, right? They just take it in. So let's get some insight. What is going on? One more shuffle. Sounds right. Spirit had me go live for you. Yeah. That sounds about right. Yeah, we've got the 9 of Wands. We've got the Hermit in reverse. There's that Virgo energy I was talking about. And it came out in the charms, right? Virgo came out in the charms, and I was talking about it with the Fox. We've also got the Knight of Wands. Definitely lots of fire present. We've got the 3 of Wands. What else? The Tower. That's Mars in Virgo right now. The moon's also in Virgo right now. You're a Sag, me too. Hi. And the 6 of Swords. All right, so give me some clarities on these, please, Spirit. Get your violin. get your violin. Oh my gosh. All right. Okay, so all the pineapple charms that came out, right? The different beads with the different signs. We've got Virgo in reverse. We've got Libra in reverse. We've got Virgo with the Tower, because the moon and Mars are both in Virgo right now. And the other one was Aquarius. We got Aquarius with the 6 of Swords. We also have the Star out here, Aquarian energy. Okay. And if you want to talk about Cancer, we got the King of Cups, and this is reversed because it's cardinal, right? Kings are cardinal energy, and it's cups, which is water. So reverse Cancer. Okay. Then I got 2 cards which flew out upside down, and I'm being told to just leave them for now. So there are 2 more cards. I just haven't flipped them yet. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Pentacles. All right. And the top of the deck is the 2 of Cups. And that came out in the pineapple charms as well, right? The 2 of Hearts that came out, the playing card. We've got 2 of Cups on the top. So we've definitely got some kind of soulmate connection here. Doesn't have to be romantic. It just means you knew them in past lives, which typically turns out to be some kind of karmic lesson or karmic unfoldment, right? Now, the Nine of Wands with the King of Cups reverse. This is why I was talking about breaking out the violin. Okay. Like, right. So, the Nine of Wands with the King of Cups reversed. This person can be emotionally manipulative and cry victim. Okay. This is someone who I'm definitely feeling emotional manipulation. Someone who uses their moods to control the situation. This is someone who may also have Chiron in Cancer. Okay. This could be also someone who has Chiron in Cancer. Because the Nine of Wands is a Chiron card for me. And like I said, Cancerian energy. But this is someone who, it doesn't have to be a man in particular, but I'm feeling like man-child, right? This is someone who doesn't know how to properly communicate their emotions or channel their emotions and speak constructively in a positive way to get their point across. This is someone who would rather act out even like an adult tantrum, you know, like the King of Cups in reverse is like a fucking crybaby. You know what I mean? Like, and it's this victim energy, this martyr, I do everything, or I have to do everything. Everything's on me. Nobody appreciates me. Nobody cares about anything I do. No one cares about how I feel. And it's like, you don't talk about how you feel though. And when you do express how you feel, it's in some crazy twisted way and nobody wants to receive it. No one's receiving it like that, right? Hey Shaylee, how you doing? How you doing? Oh my God, Trish, really? Jesus. You know, and it sounds a lot like my situation with my son's father. He's about the same. He's close in age right now. He's not quite 42, but he's nowhere. He's nowhere. You're breathing? Yeah, me too. Me too. But whoever this is, needs to stop and take a breath for sure, right? Whoever this King of Cups reverse, Nine of Wands energy is. Now we also have the Hermit in reverse with Temperance in reverse, which Virgo and Sag energy are naturally squaring. Those houses are squaring. There can be trines and there can be sextiles out of sign, but it's typically squaring. Okay. So this, I feel like this is someone who refuses to take the steps, right? Because Virgo is very much about doing the inner work and taking the steps. It's very meticulous, right? There is a rhyme and a reason to everything they do, everything they say, right? This is someone who has an attention to detail in their light, right? Virgo light is someone that is 100% dependable. They're going to be the one that does it right, right? If everybody else will fuck it up, it won't be a Virgo. Okay. Virgo energy will not fuck it up when it's in its light. If you want to get it done right, ask a Virgo. So, but this person is the Hermit reverse energy, okay? And they've got Temperance reverse energy, which might also be that kind of black hole energy that I was talking about. And this is someone who's wise, right? Sagittarian energy is wisdom. It's a mental expansion, right? It is someone who sees beyond the reality and has long-term outcomes, right? They see long-term goals and hit long-term goals, right? They see the future. It's not just about instant gratification in the moment. Mature Sagittarian energy sees the long run and why things are important now for the long run. So this person having these two energies in the reverse is someone who refuses to do the work, refuses to take the appropriate steps in order to make things right, and someone who probably says a whole lot of shit foot and mouth that they should not fucking say because they're not thinking about the long term. They're lost in their feels, right? They're lost in their feels and just saying whatever they want to say, especially if it's fucking sharp. Especially if it's sharp. Because Sag energy in its fucking shadow regrets the things that they say later. Okay? Virgo in its shadow will fucking cut and slice you to pieces. I'm not kidding. My Virgo sister will say some shit when she's pissed off that will just cut so deep and she can't take back the words she said. Okay, she can't take it back once it came out her mouth. My son's a Virgo rising and he's got Lilith and South Node conjunct on his ascendant, and he's the same way. When he says some shit and he gets pissed off, he will nails in the coffin and bury you 100 feet under with no remorse. No remorse and no regret. It doesn't help that he's got Virgo Mars conjunct in fucking Sag. So my son, when he decides to speak out, he's like the fucking Undertaker with his words. So I understand. I understand. Thank God every day that him and I are good. I pity the people that cross him. So, you know, this person's energy, unfortunately, though, is reckless, right? It's rather reckless. So when someone is emotionally manipulative, unstable, feeling like a victim, when they create it for themselves, right? They create it for themselves because this person, whoever they are, will pop off and say some nasty things that they coulda, shoulda, woulda definitely said better or not at all. It's because they do it to themselves. They create this reality, right? No one appreciates them, but there's a reason why no one's expressing gratitude. Maybe it's because this person holds it over everybody's head for eons, right? They do one good thing for you and you complimented them on it, noticed it, and then they will say, well, you remember the time I this for you, right? And you were so this and you were so that and you owe me whatever. And it's like, don't even do nothing nice for me then, please. Like, if you're going to hold it over my head later, please don't do it then. Like, do it because you love me. Do it because you want to do it. Do it because you're a good person. Do it because I reciprocate. But for the love of God, if you're doing it to hold it over my head later, go fuck yourself. Don't do it. Don't do it then. Save your kindness for someone else, right? Save your kindness for someone else. We also got this Knight of Wands with the Seven of Pentacles. And I literally heard a dime a dozen and a little bit too late. I think this is someone who wants to reap a certain result, right? The Knight of Wands, again, fire energy can be very impulsive. They can also take the lead, right? The first to rush into the fire if someone needs them, right? If one of their friends called them up in a tight spot, they might be the first to bolt over there to the rescue and save the fucking day. Right, but it's not where it matters. It's not where it matters, though. You know, not that our friends don't matter, or that it's not important, but there's a hierarchy of importance. You know, this person's in the home baking bread, right? The pentacles are the bread, baking bread, right? This person is essentially making money, right? This person is essentially making money. They're cooking, right? This person... this person might thrive off of something like, and I'll use the example of friendships, right? Maybe they don't treat their romantic relationships with the highest respect, but maybe their friendships are above all else, because if they ever need a favor, their friends got them, right? It's this making money, making bread, but it's not enough. It's the Seven of Pentacles. This hasn't reaped a reward yet, right? The right amount of work has not been put in all areas. There's 3 coins missing, right? The legit work, which is the 8 of coins, the 9 of coins, which is sovereignty, right? Not allowing ourselves and our lives to be dictated by other people. And then the 10 of coins, which is the high manifestation, right? So being at the 7 of Pentacles, this person, they might value certain friendships or certain dynamic ships, right? Not necessarily friendships, but they might value dynamic ships that are based off of conditions and specifically financial reciprocity. They may have more respect in general for people who have money, make money, spend money, lend money, and don't expect anything back, right? This is someone who is very money focused, but they're behind the ball, right? This is not someone who's ahead of the game. That's why I was hearing like a dime a dozen, like there's a million of them out there, right? This kind of person, and they're too late, right? They're too late. This person is way behind, way behind. That's what I was kind of picking up on earlier, where this person was like, they overvalue themselves, right? I was picking up on that energy, this sneaky kind of behavior person. They overvalue themselves. Like they might think they're king shit or queen shit, and really they're not shit. You know what I mean? But they act like being in their life and having them is a prize. And it's like, what prize? Like this person's the gift, right? This person is the gift. This person is entitled and controlling, greedy. You know, this person does for people who they want to do for them later. This is not someone who does good for the sake of doing good. They don't just do good for anybody just because. If they're doing something good for someone, they're benefiting from it in some way, and it's financially, whether it's immediately or down the road, right? This person is not nice for no reason. They're nice because they want something out of it in some which way, shape, or form, right? Only if they're getting something out of it. Only if they feel there's some kind of value to be had. They're very, very money-minded. We also got the 3 of Wands with the Magician. All right, now the 3 of Wands with the Magician. Let me get these up here for you. So you could see. If my camera will do its job and focus, my gosh, maybe this person can't focus. The ship has sailed, right? This manipulative energy, the Magician in reverse, is manipulation. Someone who tries to control the outcome. The ship has sailed, though. It's like they're standing on the dock watching the ship sail away. They're too late. They're too late. Whatever it is that they want, they're too late, which might have a lot to do with that communication, right? The communication that's been really slow coming in. It's too late. It's too late, and it's manipulative. That's the problem. And there's a huge tower healing that goes on, right? That's where we have this Mars tower with the Star card. Because they're going to communicate with whoever this person is, this hardworking person who is truly the gift, has always been the gift, will always be the gift no matter what dynamic ship they're in? The answer is no. The answer is no. This person's intuitive. They're group-oriented, community-oriented, happiness, joy, play-oriented. This person wants to enjoy life and creates joy where they go. They put a smile on people's faces where they go. They've got kind, sweet energy, right? They're the gift. The otter isn't hanging around playing with snakes and dragons. These are power-hungry animal totems. Privileged, entitled shit. And they feel entitled to have what they want from this person. But they want what this person is working at. If this person has money, if this person is stable, if this person is consistent, that's what they want. Because not to mention, not only are they financially stable and hardworking and reliable, they're special. They're special. What's fucked up is these people know it. These people know that this person is an exception. They know that this person is exceptional. They fucking hate it. This energy here hates that this energy is exceptional. And I think, you know, whatever communication comes from them, it's some kind of really immature, guarded, or side whatever. It's not direct. There's something else with it, right? There's something else with it. They're trying to get around something. They're trying to sneak, right? They're trying to creep. They're trying to be cunning. But you're not stupid. You've met these people before in a past life. You're not unfamiliar with their energy. You're not unfamiliar with their energy. And the tower is going to hit them because I don't feel like you're the kind of person, right? If you're resonating as the gift, right? If you're resonating as the hardworking gift, right? This beautiful otter energy, you're not going to be on their malicious, conniving, cunning level. You're not going to be here with them. I feel like if you are going to respond to them at all, it's with such a maturity. It's with such a maturity that after being in your presence and interacting with you, they legit never want to interact with you again because they feel stupid or less than around you. They feel stupid. Like if they were to reach out or message in some which way, shape, or form, communicate with you, and you responded in a very mature, respectable way that they really cannot combat because you're not getting down on their level, I think they're going to avoid talking to you in the future because it just literally makes them feel as low as they really are. Like it becomes apparent, right? Yeah. You do you. You stay in your apprenticeship. You keep making those steps right in the right direction. Which leads us to the next card. The next two cards, right? Yeah, Trish, I feel you, man. I feel you 100%. 100%. 100%. God bless. Like my son, I was telling you, mentioned him earlier, straight up cut his dad off. He turned 15 years old and just cut it off himself because I took my hands off and was like, you're grown enough to read people's energy and know who you do and don't want in your life. And I'm not one who believes in labels. So, you know, if you want them in your life, that's fine by me. If you don't, that's fine by me. I just care that you're at peace and you're happy. And he, within 24 hours, was on the phone with him, cutting him off. I was just like, good for you. Like, do you feel better? He was like, yeah. I was like, okay. All right. And I took myself out of the equation entirely. Right. And it just, everybody's different. Right. Everybody's different. So, yeah. Yeah. It is exactly what it is. So, last two flipped up cards, right? I've got two more upside down cards, but we've got the Six of Swords and the Justice card reversed. Now, moving forward with the Six of Swords, right? There is still unfinished business with the Justice card reverse. Things have not come to balance yet. So when things are unbalanced or unjust or unfair, the universe has a way of balancing it out. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of time. And I know that Saturn is Capricorn's planet and also Aquarius's planet. It was their original planet before Uranus became their planet. But there's something about Libra energy that has karma kind of written all over it, right? The scales, the debt must be paid, right? The debt must be paid in full. It must be fair. It must be balanced, right? So even though there's this forward movement, this is spirit acknowledging that the karma has not fully come to pass yet. Okay. The karma has not fully come to pass yet. So these two upside down cards. We got the Emperor reversed and the Six of Cups reversed. That came out with Justice reverse. This is masculine energy and past life soulmate. They haven't paid their karma yet. They haven't paid the karma yet. Right? Damn. Whatever this masculine energy is, okay? This cunning energy, this cry victim, emotionally manipulative energy, this restrictive energy. That's been thread throughout this entire reading. They haven't paid the karma yet. Whatever the price is for their behavior, their bullshittery, their energetic, reckless shenanigans, right? Their lack of healing, their lack of self-ownership, right? That we were talking about earlier. This person doesn't take the steps to right wrongs. This person doesn't self-own, right? They're not acclimating. They're stagnant. They're not growing, which is the whole point, right? It's the whole point. That was the Page of Coins on the bottom of the deck. The whole point is to grow. This person ain't seen nothing yet. This person ain't seen nothing yet. You know, the universe is good. people like this are good. And when good people like this get shit on, taken advantage of, or their life is made unnecessarily hard by people who refuse to grow, refuse to open, refuse to elevate, right? They refuse to bloom. They're extremely difficult. The universe has a very special way of healing these people. There's a reason why the Tower card is number 16. The 1 is an initiation of unconditional love from spirit in order to create divine miracle or divine intervention with the 7. It also represents an individual with a sacred soulmate in order to create divine momentum forward. The 7 in Tarot is also the Chariot, right? And if you think about the different numerology of tarot cards, they're connected, right? The Lover's card is the 6, the Devil is 1-5, and even the images are similar, right? They mirror each other as light and dark in tarot. The Emperor, which is the 4, is also linked to the Death card, which is the humbling of the egoic mind, right? The masculine energy, the rebirth and transformation of the masculine energy, the 13. And the Fool card, which is sometimes and most times 0, but also the 22nd card. The Fool is sometimes numbered 22. They're both Aryan energy, right? And it's this new leap of mind, right? This new leap of perspective. So when you think of the numerology of tarot, the Tower card, 16, is associated with the Chariot card. They both, numerologically speaking, are 7. So the Tower creates movement forward with an individual and a sacred soulmate, because the healing has to take place, right? The Star card is number 17. It's after the Tower, and it literally came out clarifying it. The 17 is the initiation of the divine miracle, which creates the 8, which is the abundance. It's the healing. It's the new cycle, right? The new loop. Out with the old and in with the new. That's why the Moon card follows and the Sun card follows, right? We face the inner child, we acknowledge the shadow, and we decide to shine light instead. And that ends up, resulting in the Judgment card. It's a final call made by the divine to see where you've landed in your growth, and the cycle completes, the story completes, and you move forward into a new book or a new chapter, right? To repeat lesson or move on to the next one. So yeah, it's interesting how this works out. The Justice card, the 6 of Cups, and the Emperor, all in reverse, clarifying that 6 of Swords. I've had conversations about Virgo energy, not just in this reading, but in other ones. And I'm going to bring it up again. Spiritually speaking, Virgo's polarity is Pisces, right? Thanks, Trish. Virgo's polarity is Pisces, which, Pisces rules the house of the soul, the unconscious or suppressed self, the hidden self, and our fears, right? It's where we create illusion and delusion based off of suppressed wounds. Virgo is the polar opposite, right? And in Virgo, we talked about it being meticulous and paying attention to detail. Spiritually speaking, you can't sweep your dirt under the rug and say it's clean. You try and sweep your spiritual mess under the rug and ignore it and move forward. Like, nope, it's all clean. Everything's clean, spirit, God, source, creator, universe, whatever you call it. I'm clean. I'm good. I got no guilt. I've got no this. I did nothing wrong. I'm clean. And the universe looks at the rug and just rips it out from underneath of them and says, there's your dirt. What's clean? And the dirt goes everywhere. And everybody could see it. The dirt's not hidden anymore. Right? That's what this is. The Six of Swords is someone trying to sweep all their dirt, all their shitty, manipulative, narcissistic type behavior under the rug. I'm a victim. I didn't do anything wrong. It's everybody else. Everybody else did it. And Spirit's like, it's your mess though. And you're standing on the rug trying to hide it so that you don't get caught. But Spirit's like, but I watched you sweep it under the rug though. I watched you try and poo-poo it away and pretend it wasn't there. The universe's Virgo energy said that's not clean. And it's going to rip it out and make you clean it right. Because shit isn't fucking fair and balanced until it is fair and balanced. It can't be a little bit fair. It either is or it isn't. Well, it's mostly fair. No, it either is or it isn't, right? The debt's paid or it isn't. Well, you owed me $1,000 and I gave you $999, and Spirit's like, you owe them $1. They're like, well, I gave them $999. And Spirit's like, but you owed them $1,000. You still owe them $1. Spirit's not playing. Right? Spirit's not playing. Like, fair is fair. It either is or it isn't. It's either paid or it isn't. You still owe. Right? You still owe. There was things not healed. They owe Spirit. They owe Spirit. And because they didn't make good on whatever their spiritual service was here, whatever their spiritual lesson was here, this person's receiving some kind of gift. They're receiving some kind of blessing from Spirit. The other person's going to witness it. They're going to want it. And the answer is going to be no. The answer is going to be no. Because fair is fair, and they don't get a piece of that gift. They don't get a piece of that gift. It's not theirs. It's not theirs. All right, let's get some guidance from Rumi. All right, Spirit. What message would you like to leave us with? The Angel Rasbar. Card number 27. Let's read. I love Alana Fairchild's books. I love her deck. So if you guys want to get some really good decks, Alana Fairchild's absolutely great. I have so many of her decks. I don't know if there's many decks of hers that she's put out that I don't have, to be completely fair. Right? Isn't it pretty? That's so pretty. That is such a pretty card. All right. It says, now it says a few things. The first piece is a poem. And then there's a channeled message through Alana Fairchild from Rumi. And then it's Alana Fairchild's interpretation of the cards. So there's 3 different parts. Okay. The poem says, "Tell me the truth, I asked, love. What are you? I am the everlasting life, love said. I am the reoccurring joy of living." Ponder on that one. Tell me the truth, I asked, love. What are you? I am the everlasting life, Love said, I am the reoccurring joy of living. Oh, I love that. I love that. All right. So Rumi says, the master speaks of a den of riches where many precious jewels can be found. In abundance they lie, patient and ready to be claimed. Go, scoop them up, urges the master. The devoted ones look but cannot see. Where are these precious jewels, they cry, for we cannot find them anywhere. The master gazes lovingly at the devoted ones and responds kindly. In service, my beloveds, you shall find the jewels through service. For what is the soul but the finest and most precious of heavenly jewels? What is service but the scooping up of the soul, that it does not lie lost nor unclaimed, but instead honored for all its precious worth and beauty, tended to until it becomes vibrant as a flawless ruby, radiant with the joy of living. That is the epitome. Wow, and it was just 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 11 seconds on the clock. I caught that. That's the epitome of Virgo energy. Just the fact that it said the word service a bunch of times, like Virgo rules the house of health and service. This is talking about the soul, right? Piscean polarity with Virgo. Especially because we've got both Neptune and Saturn in Pisces right now. Okay. It's talking about service and the perfection of the soul, the value of the soul, that the soul is the most radiant jewel. It talks about what is service but the scooping up of the soul, that it does not lie lost nor unclaimed, but is instead honored for all its precious worth and beauty, right? Someone that wasn't doing the work, making things right? They're not, I literally said they're not of service, right? They're not providing that soul service that they were here for. That's the purpose. So that's why they're here. They were supposed to make good on some kind of healing, right? Service to the greater good. They were supposed to heal. Go, scoop them up. The devoted ones look but cannot see. You know, the beautiful souls are all around these people and they cannot see it. They're looking for riches, right? The master speaks of a den of riches where many precious jewels can be found. In abundance they lie, patient and yet ready to be claimed. These are beautiful souls. That's the riches. That's the precious jewel. These beautiful souls scattered about the earth. The gift. This is the jewel, the precious jewel. This person's concerned about money. They're concerned about power. They're concerned with control, entitlement. But this is the gift. They don't see it. These gifts are all over the earth, just waiting to be claimed, waiting to be picked up and valued. Waiting to be picked up and valued. To be claimed. That's my precious jewel. I'm going to honor it, right? Honor it for all its precious worth and beauty. Tend to it until it becomes vibrant as a flawless ruby. Alana says, divine contribution is offered to those who wish to contribute to the world. The great beloved sees what is in your heart, what it is you wish to offer, and is saying yes. So, you are being empowered to serve, to assist, to offer a genuine spiritual contribution to this planet, to become a sacred hand at work for the will of heaven. Such is the capacity bestowed upon the soul that is wise and filled with love, and therefore desiring to serve. So then, do not doubt yourself, beloved. You have been blessed with this by the Master to find the precious jewel of your own soul and claim it. Cast aside your doubts then. Yet, perhaps this is not easy for you to do. Perhaps you look at the world, even your chosen field of endeavor, and already you hear so many voices speaking. You may wonder if your own contribution would simply add noise to the cacophony. You may wonder if you can really help, if you have anything genuine to add, or if there is just too much noise anyway. You may hesitate and become fearful, but do not despair, my beloved. It is part of your divine destiny to add something of great value to the world, something that has its place even amongst all that activity, something needed absolutely in the hearts of all. That precious gift is the true silence. The true silence is peace. It is the living experience of the eternal love of the divine that asks nothing to be received and gives of itself unconditionally. That silence is present underneath even the most ruckus noise if one knows how to access it. The true silence can only be felt through the beautiful feeling heart. When you know how to feel for it, to surrender into it, you can transmit silence in many ways. Through the peace you cultivate in your heart and your own daily living, through your presence, through your art, through your voice, written, sung, or spoken. Yes, even through sound, if that is your path of service. Silence can emanate through your voice, and divine silence can be felt in the hearts of others. The true and great silence, as you may now realize, my dear angel, is not the absence of sound. It is the experience of the divine presence of love. So, shall you trust in the wisdom of the Master who bids you to serve according to the graces you have been given? Will you choose to put aside your doubts and instead believe in yourself and the power of divine love that will reach out to the world through your willing soul? Ah, yes. I knew your brave heart would accept this empowerment. I knew you wanted to serve more than you wanted to fear. Whatever is in your heart is the method by which the great jewels shall be collected. The Master teaches us that we are built to serve according to a higher perfection. So if to dance is in your heart, then dance. Be open and free. Do not hide your dance. If prayer is in your heart, then pray. If you can feed the poor with food, if you can give the despairing kindness, the lost your words, and those who have turned away from the great Master a healing touch, then do so. Do so without doubt, without having to be the best or the greatest or any other notion your mind conjures. Just be willing. Willingness, not perfection, is required from you. So then there is room for freedom to awaken in you. Willingness opens you to divine assistance, and through that empowerment, an even greater joy of being will grow within your sacred heart. Your service can flow from simply being yourself in the world completely and utterly. Your radiance can become one of the sacred candles of the Holy Master. There are many candles that hold the Master's light, and yet each one of them is precious beyond compare. Be such a light. Scoop up the jewels through your service, and do not render yourself incapable through nightmares of false imaginings and smallness of mind. Yes, your heart is too big for your mind and it will break it open, but that is okay. Do you think you only serve love and are not also served by love? Do you think you only serve love and are not also served by love? The helpers are always helped. This is love's way. Do you feel as though you are a foreigner in this land? Angel Rasbar shall show you the way then, for she knows you from a long, long time ago, though you might have temporarily forgotten the acquaintance. She is a great hostess and guide in this terrain of divine love, and she remembers you. You, who are great of heart and capable of contribution. You, who are now signing up for service in the great work of love. Yes, there is work for you to do. Your purpose is bestowed. Serve, assist. Do not hold back for any reason. Not one reason you could imagine is worthy of you. So then, aliveness. So then, service. So then, joy. Help and be helped. That is the way for you now. This oracle comes to you with guidance. You are being guided deeper into your life purpose and divine destiny. Like a maturing adult who is ready to take on the mantle of greater responsibility, your soul is stepping up. You are going through a process of assuming more spiritual responsibility for the honest and empowered expression of your own essence. And through that, your healing presence in the world is increasing. You are stepping up and forward on your path. This is appropriate now. It will make you more visible, but that is as it should be. It is not about being worth more than another. It is about the utterly sensible use of a light, that it is not to be dampened down by a shade, but instead be placed where it can cast its fullness so that others still in darkness may find their way more easily. So shine true. Be humble, but not dismissive of your gift. Allow others to find their way more easily because you choose to honor the power of the great silence that emanates through your evermore as you trust and surrender. This oracle brings special messages of reassurance that you are making progress and are indeed on the right path. Although it may not unfold exactly as you anticipate, it will indeed unfold. You are making a positive impact in the world more than you consciously realize, and you are asked, therefore, to continue. Do not give up. Do not turn back. Just continue. Take your steps, your journey, and know that the great master is aware of you and is sending the holy ones, the divine angels, including the wise ancient mother, Angel Rasbar, to bring you the blessing of the true silence, love. Now, let it clear and soothe your mind and heart and help you remember that the peace that dwells within you. All is well. All is well. As affirmation, you can say, I am blessed to serve the great, all-loving silence through the presence of divine joy, grace, and radiant compassion, through the master that loves me without condition, and the blessed assistance of Angel Rasbar, who loves me unconditionally. I accept all help, and I offer myself completely in service to life, to being, and to assist humanity in a practical way, according to the graces and talents and gifts I have been given. So be it. This is accepting gratitude for the beautiful person that you've been gifted to be. You're not here as one of the stuck and stubborn student seeds. You've been growing beautifully the entire time. You've been putting love and compassion and empathy and sincerity and consideration out there the entire time. You and this energy that we've been talking about are not the same. And your presence, who you are, your being, is in their life for a reason. You are the water that helps the seed grow. You're the water. You couldn't be on the wrong, quote unquote, wrong path if you tried. You know who you are. You know what level you're not on. You're not on this level. You water this level. You love this level. You lead by example for this level. And when you leave the presence, when you vibrate out of the experience, when spirit says, all right, you've done all the watering you can. I'm not going to make you water anymore. I'm going to move you over here and vibrate you into this experience then. And you're in agreement because you serve spirit. And whatever karma needs to be paid by the people of the lower energy that spirit pulled you from, well, they pay it. They pay it. And you do not suffer through their payment. Spirit just gifts you. Thank you for your service, right? The helpers receive help. So please trust. If that is the only message you take away from this entire reading, please trust your alignment and remember who you are. You are an angel here. You're not an idiot. You're not a fool. You're not watering for no reason. You've been doing as you're fucking guided for as long as you can remember, to the point that you don't even realize you're doing as you're guided. It's just who you are. And when you're guided to not do something anymore, not deal with something or someone anymore, and you're guided to move in a different direction, you do. Thank yourself, Trish. You tuned in. Your spirit guided you here. I'm just a figment of your manifestation. True facts. I love you and appreciate all of you. I'm glad that this message has served you in the highest, and that you receive it when you're meant to receive it, how you were meant to receive it. If you want more from me and more exclusive content from me, definitely check out my Divine Rebels, right? My Divine Rebel membership here. All of my good stuff's in the description. You guys can check it out if you want. Thank you all for dropping likes, leaving comments, and being a part of the experience. For you, I am eternally grateful. Till next we meet, guys. Bye.